Hi, welcome back to our channel. I'm Bianca, one of the bosses, and today I'm going to take you through an entire diaper cycle, answer as most questions that I've received and that I can think of, give you all the details, and I'm going to timestamp everything below so you can just go wherever you need to and join us as we go through cough diapers. If you're new here, we make videos on lifestyle and how to improve your marriage and parenting in your life with Christ. So if that's something you like, please subscribe and stick around. But without further ado, let's get to the cloth diapers, shall we? All right, so cloth diapers are, first of all, way cheaper than disposable diapers. It is better for the earth, but we chose to do it to save money, honestly. And it's easier, it's cheaper, it's like a little bit of work, but only to get into the world. And once you're in it, it goes so smoothly and you hardly even realize it. It's way cheaper. All of the diapers we have, I think, costs us a total of around 3,000. I can't really remember. Watch my first video that I made about cloth diapers if you want to see more about my first time journey. This is our second baby. All of the diapers that I use is still from baby number one. So it's definitely a win. And you're definitely gonna save some money. Okay, so here you can see a full list of everything I own. So basically, I have 20-day nappies where I had to throw one pocket away from like micro tearing. Now, keep in mind, this is my second child, so I think that's pretty good. So I have 20-day nappies. So that's the all-in-ones with the pockets with microfiber bamboo cotton layered for the pockets. And then I have 4 nighttime fitted nappies. They sewed like the whole diaper can soak up pee with the night's bamboo cotton and stay dry inserts. And then the fleece cover, I only have 3 of those. I do at the moment use the pockets as my night nappies too, just because it's not necessary for like the full-on night nappy yet. Baby's about like turning 6 months this week, so more or less there. And then I have some extra microfiber inserts as well as 3 extra hemp inserts, which I got to boost like the nighttime nappies when they start to pee a lot from basically when they start with solids and stuff. So that's all of the nappies I have is like 20 for the day, at the moment 19, and then 4 for the night. So at the moment I'm working through the 19 day and night, and it really is enough when it's not raining all the time. But just to give you an idea of how many diapers you need. Okay, so let's move on to the types of diapers and the assembly. So here you can see I do rub the inners because they do get hard on the line, sun drying, but then you just rub them like that, same like with a washcloth, and they're immediately soft again. So this is an all-in-one. This is the microfiber side that you layer first away from the bum, and then this is like one with a stay dry side, also like a microfiber with a stay dry, and that one goes on top because you want your stay dry on the bum. Okay, it kind of feels like fleas, the stay dry, if you can put it that way. If you find that the all-in-ones don't really keep in enough, you can always layer another microfiber or any insert really in there to make it, to boost it. I usually start boosting with a microfiber. If that's not good enough, I do a bamboo cotton. If that's not good enough, I go to a hemp. And then you can do multiple. But at this moment, this all-in-one lasts about, say, 3 hours. Then it can leak if you like squeeze it. So I change it like every 3 hours. Here I'm showing you the pockets. So it's basically like a PUL cover. This is the full size that it can go. So it can go literally until baby's done, except if you have like a very big baby, then you can buy the extra large. But it can also size smaller. Um, you do get newborn stash separate, but it can size smaller, and at the smallest size, I'd say can fit from like 2.5 months, maybe 3 months. Um, it really depends on the sizing of the baby. For me, I've always started using it around the 3 month mark. Um, and I used disposables before that, but I don't want to buy a newborn stash. Um, but I don't buy any diapers myself. You can see it falls up really small at the waist as well. So you can really get away with them for many different sizes. So this is a bamboo cotton insert. Um, so it's like kind of your second fuller, the thickest one. Then the normal bamboo insert is the one that everyone says microfiber. And then you get, okay, I'm showing you that I'm taking two microfiber and one bamboo cotton. So two normal bamboo inserts with one bamboo cotton. And then I layer all three of those for the nighttime nappy. So my daytime is just one bamboo cotton, one microfiber. And then nighttime is two microfiber, one bamboo cotton. Here I'm showing you a hemp insert. The hemp is very stiff. So now I'm showing you the difference. So you can see the first one, the bamboo terry is very soft and pliable. Bamboo cotton's a little tighter, and the hemp is extremely like a stiff, thick one. So the difference is that the hemp can take the most amount of liquid, and but it also is very slow with absorption, and so that's basically the ratio you're going to go with. Fastest absorption is bamboo, then bamboo cotton slower, and hemp slowest, but also volume. The ratio is the same. So then you just hold them together, push in your hand. Make sure when you pull your hand out, all of the layers are not like turned and twisted, but they're all flat. And there's your pocket for the day. So you kind of just fold all of your diapers like this. And then you can see that if you have like a front pier, you can make sure they're up to the front, or you can make sure they're up to the back a little thicker. Just because you have like a little like 1 centimeter space to play with there, and always make sure they're flat when you put them on. But that's gonna help you to make sure that there is coverage everywhere and you're ready. So when you go to put the diaper on, you literally just open it, put it on as normal. So you can see the difference between the all-in-one and the pocket. So the pocket, I'd say, is a little thicker than the all-in-one, but it lasts longer too. The pocket I put on about like 4 hours in the day, then I swap it out. Sometimes it's not even full. But the pocket, I do like two bamboo terries with one bamboo cotton at night, and it's from say around between 5 and 6 at night up to the next morning between 6 and 7, and then lasts all through the night. I think I've had maybe one leakage, and then it's not because the diaper's full, it's because it wasn't put on properly. So yeah, so here you can see I'm stacking up a pocket for nighttime, and then I'm going to show you the difference in thickness. So one is 3 layers, the other one is 2 layers for the daytime, and you can see that it really builds up quite fast. This is the fitted nappy for nighttime, which, like I said, I'm not currently using, but they come with these inserts. Um, you can get one with the 2 clips, and that one goes straight on the diaper. These are kind of very stiff. I think it's bamboo cotton inserts. And then you can add another one. You can even layer them 3 or 4. You can really like boost this up until you can't anymore. And this is the stay dry. So it has like the nice soft fleecy side against the bum. And like literally when you open the baby and you touch their bum does not feel wet. It really works great. Okay, and this one you can obviously also size just like the pocket. Now what you can do is use this fitted with like a pocket PUL cover because they are waterproof. So the outside is plastic. Um, you cannot tumble dry them, but you can tumble dry everything else, all the inserts and the fitted. So you can use it with like a pocket cover, or you can get these fleece covers. Now they are softer, water repellent, not resistant. So you might get like a smell coming through to your pajamas, but you won't get wetness going through. Otherwise, you need to boost. And then you can see this is my nighttime, and I have like my free hemp extra layers there. And yes, so on the left, I put my nighttime nappies, and on the right, my daytime. So some common problems that comes with diapers that people ask questions of is you'll see here, I'm trying to show you on the camera, is there's like a buildup of material inside. You can see it's darker there. It's literally just like loose material inside. Now this is normal for diapers or for these covers to have that buildup in there. Sometimes even the inner gets a little buildup on the corner. That is very normal and it won't affect your nappy. So this one I'm showing you that it has micro tears. It's the one that I'm throwing out. So I marked it with like a marker, and it's just, I tried it a few times. It was always constantly leaking no matter what I did. So I had to throw that one out, unfortunately. But it probably has micro tearing that you can't even see with the eye. Thankfully, it's just one, and that kind of happens sometimes. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a walk through my diaper station. As you can see, I'm kind of out of diapers, but they're in the wash. And yeah, we had a delay in washing. Anyway, it's a matter. So I have a night for if I ever have to do something at night. This is a dog bed, a brand new dog bed. It works wonderfully because when I change him, I use the side. It's warm, and you can just flip it up like that. Like if I change his clothes, it's warm. Body doesn't get cold if I have to bathe him, which I did tonight. If I change his diaper, and I just put him on the side, because if he pees it, you can just wipe it off. It works pretty well. Then, this is my basket that I use with toiletries and like the most used toiletries. And then this is my bowl of water. So I do not use wipes at all at home. I do use wipes when we're out and about, but not at home at all. So I just, every time I'm going to change him, I throw out the old water either right after changing him or when I do the next change and get a little bit of warm water. I use normal washcloths, and I change the washcloth after I had a poo diaper or after 2 days. I change it into a new one. So there's that. Then I have toilet paper. That's what I wipe the poo off with, not with the cloth. I literally wipe all the poo off with the toilet paper, and then I wash him with the cloth. At the moment here, I have Himalaya's body lotion and soap that I use for his nappy change. Johnson & Johnson gave him eczema, and this is Bum Bum we currently have, and I have baby powder, toilet paper, prickly heat baby powder. I don't use baby powder at the moment, I'm in summer. Then I have some leftover surgical spirits. Alcohol that was for the belly. I still wipe it every now and again, and then just that. Okay, so that's kind of my basket there. That's just drying. Don't ignore that. That's not always there. Okay, so this is my diaper station. So what I do with this cloth is I wipe him dry. So I wipe him off, wipe him off with water, and I dry him. I only add soap, like a drop, when he poos. That's the only time. At the bottom here, this is the laundry basket, very full at the moment. Like I said, laundry is a situation with the rain. In here is where I use like the extra dry cloths. It's literally like Laura's old burp puffs. So I use that and all my extra washcloths. I have a extra diaper linen thing saver, but I don't need it. But anyway, and then his towel usually also goes in here, but it's hanging on the door right now. So there's that, and you've already seen the diapers. And that is how our diaper station functions, or our changing station functions, with all its glory. And all right. Okay, so next I'm going to show you like changing a diaper. I'm going to blur it out. Not too sure everything. Okay, so this is how it looks. First off, I just remove the diaper. If there's poop, I just use toilet paper to wipe the poop off. And then I wipe him off everywhere with like a wet cloth. Get some water in a bowl and a wet washcloth and just thoroughly wipe him clean. Make sure all the pee is off. I do skip wiping sometimes if we're like in a hurry and it's just a pee, but I won't skip it twice in a row, just so that he doesn't get a burn, you know. But I don't use wipes at all. Then I dry his bum with like a dry burp cloth, kind of like just a terry towel, just to make sure he's dry. And this is kind of the key. Making sure the baby's bum is dry is the key to not getting any diaper rashes. Then I like to add some baby lotion to like the first layer and just moisturize the bum a bit. It's not really necessary. This baby lotion is really nice, like really nice. It's even thick enough to use as a bum balm. It's better actually than their actual bum balm. At the moment, I just use Himalaya for the day diapers, and then I use that Razor's like bath time. And then I use this Relief Bum Balm, a good, even, thin layer of that is all you need. Make sure you get it everywhere, put in the diaper. When they're small, don't lift up their legs, like turn them from side to side. But when they can lift up their own legs, it's fine. And then just a good, even, thin layer is what you need here. And you can see I'm even adding some to like his lips and his mouth where he spits a lot, and my own. it's an amazing thing. It's really usable everywhere. Then I just close them up. Now the fit is very important with these diapers. Now the best that I've ever heard it be explained is it should not fit like a diaper, like a disposable diaper, which is up high and covering the belly. Cloth diapers should fit like underwear. So you put it in the back, and then you'll see the front looks up higher than the back when you close it. And you click it into place, and it automatically like shifts where it's supposed to be. And then you'll see that the belly button is still open. Okay. And that is correct. It should not go up high. It should be below the belly button, just like underwear. And then it's sitting the right way. When the baby is standing, there should be like no muffin top. At the waist, you need to put in 2 fingers, almost like a bra, 2 fingers comfortably, and around the legs, it should be tight, not squishing. It will hurt them. So just normally like against the skin, and make sure there's no like inner sticking out around the legs or at the back or anywhere, because that will get the clothes wet. So you can see I can put my fingers in quite comfortably, and there's no gaps around the legs, but he's not being pinched. Like when I take the diaper off, there's no like indentations in his legs, and that's how you should fit your diaper. And then when you're done, you can just literally take the diaper and hang it over, or put it inside a basket that has open ventilation in the bathroom. When you have like a very, very smelly pee, you can rinse it every night or rinse it in the basin with your hands directly after each nappy. But I don't really find that necessary yet. Open basket is all you need, and maybe a window. I'm also going to show you like what to do with a poo diaper. Now, granted, the milk diapers in the beginning is much more difficult and like I'd say kind of yucky than later on. So if you at all can get like a bidet sprayer on your toilet, or if your bath is next to the toilet, use that. Otherwise, I've also heard that you can do like that garden pressure bottle sprayers, and they were kind of nice for that as well. But just like put your diaper inside the toilet and spray it off. It does not have to be clean. You basically just want your chunky bits off. So just spray it off into the toilet. Later, when baby eats solids, the poop is also solid, and you'll find that they literally just fall off the diaper most of the time. But I also don't mind if it's like a very slimy, like teething kind of poop. I would just use my hands, and it doesn't bother me at all. I would just use my hands and rub it off. And then I usually just hang the diaper over the basket, or first on the bath to drip a bit, and then I'll just move it to the basket later on. So you don't have to get it 100% clean. The washing machine will do that. So let's move on to the wash cycle and how to actually wash your diaper in the machine. Okay, so when you're going to put your machine on the heaviest wash that you have, ignore the buttons I'm pressing. Something is going on with my programming on my washing machine. But anyway, you want it to soak, wash, rinse, and spin. The cloth diapers actually like suggest that you do a rinse first and then do the whole wash, rinse, and spin. I don't really like to do a rinse first because I already rinse it in the bathroom. What I do like to do is do a rinse at the end again. So I would do a wash, rinse, spin, and then I would rinse and spin again. So basically, they tell you to like get it in water, get it let it go through, and then do your wash cycle. I do the wash cycle with soap first, and then I do another like water run through, because I feel like the washing soap can build up, or sometimes it can still smell funky. So I like to rinse afterward, like another time, but just a normal washing powder without any detergent. Um, or stay safe. We'll talk about the washing powder later. But just do like the heaviest soil type of setting that you have. You can use cold water or warm water. I've used both. Like if I feel like it really needs a good clean, then I do a warm water, but mostly that happens like every once in every 3 months. I mostly just do a cold water. And then the best thing is to dry it in the sun. So here you'll see that I'm showing you that it has stains when it comes out of the wash, and I put it in the sun. And then like in the middle of the day, I go turn it around. And then at the end of the day, the stains are gone, or at least mostly gone. So the sun takes the stains away. The sun is amazing. So airing, drying your diapers is really the best thing. You can tumble dry everything except the PUL covers. So don't tumble dry that, but everything else can be tumble dried if you have one. So that is the wash cycle. I wash basically every second to third day, depending on how we go through the nappies. A lot of people asked, what about water, saving water? So according to, I think it's SACNI, we use a total of 2.1 kiloliters of water per month to wash all the diapers, whereas a total of 6.1 kiloliters of water is used to create enough diapers for 1 month. So you're definitely saving water in total. And honestly, you just have like 2 to 3 extra loads of washing throughout the week. So you don't really realize it on your own water and electricity bill. Maybe it goes up with like 100 rand, even if. So not really. I mean, just the bag to put in the diaper pail is like 150 for the roll. So yeah, you're definitely saving money on that front, right? Okay, I'm coming at you at nighttime here. All the nighttime routines are done. My voice is shut, but we're gonna do this anyway. So I wanted to show you the swimming diapers that they offer at Biddykins. Biddykins is the brand that we have. So here it says Biddykins South Africa. There's lots of brands. Apparently they won number one. I don't know which year, but anyway, they are cheap. They are quality and cheap. They hold up good enough, in my opinion. Okay, so this is the swim diapers. I did buy 2 for Laura. I never used this one. I only used the other one. Like, never needed 2. One is enough. But I was like, what if she poops, you know? So this catches the poop, but lets the pee go through. So it sifts it very, very, very well. Right. Questions. What if you are grossed out by poo? Now, first off, when it's your own child, it's not as gross. Like I literally, the first time you touch the poop, I like just to rub off the poop with my hand when I need to clean the diaper. Actually, it's not that bad. Like you really don't. It's not really stinky. It's fine. When they start solids, the poop just rolls off the diaper, and that's not even an issue, you know. Okay, my baby's crying. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. Next question is bum cream. So you can use this organic, what is it, Pure Beginnings bum cream. It does not last as long like the pot itself. These two are more or less the same price. I think it is exactly the same price. This one doesn't last as long. It does smell amazing, and it's very nice as a hand lotion even. Doesn't last very long. This is Olive. So it has, it's natural olive balm. It basically has olive oil, beeswax, lavender oil, and linalool. Okay, that's basically it. But it's preservative free, it's colorant free, it's all of those things free. It does only expire, I think, after a long time. I don't know. This one expires in a year, okay, because there's no preservatives, so it lasts a year basically. Anyway, it just smells like almost nothing. Like olive oil, almost. Not even olive. Like you can hardly smell anything. What I don't like about this, in the winter, it's extremely hot. So you have to like scratch out with your nail and warm it up in your hand. That's irritating. In the summer, it's obviously easy to just rub it on. But what I love about this is it lasts quite long, very effective. You don't have to put on lots on the bun. And anyway, you shouldn't put too much on, otherwise the pee just like runs off at the back of the, like it runs and then it can leak easily. So too much is not a good idea. You just put one layer everywhere and you're good. I use this for my kids and myself. Our lips, especially in the winter, like my girl, she sucks and then she gets this rash. So this amazing lip ice. You can use it on any rash. I used it on my boy's eczema, like dermatitis eczema. It works for a lot of like dry rash, dry anything. It's a really good cream. I've never struggled with diaper rash with this. I have with this once, but it was more like an allergic reaction to the baobab. But yeah, okay, I still like that. But I prefer this one because, well, I can use it for multiple things and it lasts me a bit longer. There is one from Biddykins I saw, Monkey Balm or something. That's new. I've never tried that, but you can order that as well. You cannot use any normal bum cream on cloth. There's something in it that blocks up the material in the diaper and you have to throw it away. Like you cannot wash it out. So you cannot use a normal bum cream. That's kind of a bummer. But bum creams are expensive anyway. And buying the organic stuff, there's really no price difference. I went to buy bum cream for when I was using the disposables, and the cheapest one I could find was 150 rand, I think. 120 rand was the cheapest one I could find. That would last a month long. And this is like 130, I think. Maybe 50. Anyway, and the one thing lasts me at least like 2 months. So that's okay. Let me just see. Next question. Okay, so I showed you the swimming pants. I also wanted to show you in winter what's nice if you use like the. Okay, so anyway, I can't seem to find it now. What you can do in the winter, because freezes is water repellent, not water resistant. So the idea in the winter is to not squish it, otherwise it will leak through, and the pajamas will kind of smell like pee. So you have to change it every night or every second night. If you use a fleece diaper and not a PUL like the normal pockets that I use. Okay, but what you can also do, people prefer this because it's softer, because it's like the PUL is cold and can get scratchy on the skin. You get pants that looks like these ones. I'm just taking it out of the washing here. But you get pants, baby pants with footies on. That's like fleece, like this. This was a onesie though, but you get pants like this, and you can use the pants as a cover instead of this fleece cover. So they just buy like it's 30 Rand a pip, buy like 4 or 5 of those fleece pants and use that as your cover, and there you go, like saving more money, you know. So you can do that as well. Speaking of clothes, I got the question, what about the sizing of clothes? So baby clothes sizing isn't anyway terrible, but normally the sizing is fine for the size it is, depending on how you boost the diaper or how heavy wetter you have. But very important is loose fitting clothing. You don't want the diaper to be squished. You don't want the clothes to like stretch too close. That is going to squish the pee out. So you don't want it squished. Saying squishing pee out, but I can promise you that these type of diapers, like the leakage and like blowouts and things, almost never happens in comparison with like disposables. But you get a vest extender. Let me just show you. So you get these things. It's a vest extender that you can just use at the bottom of the vest. That's really helpful so that the size can last longer. Pant sizes, I like to size a size up if the pants are getting tight. Some pants are necessary to size up, other brands are not necessary. So it just depends on how it sits. And that's basically clothing wise. The adaptation that goes with that. So not really much. Sometimes you have to size up. Sitting is easier with the cloth diaper actually. Like if there's more surface there, they seem to balance easier and sit easier. They don't get weighed down from it. If you think they're falling over because of the cloth diaper, it's probably just full of pee and should be changed, honestly. I don't change the diapers often at all. But yeah, sitting is easier. Okay, then washing powder. The washing cycle I did explain earlier, so go back in the timeline if you want to look at that again. But washing powder cannot contain any fragrance, and it also cannot contain any softener. It must be machine wash if you're doing a machine, or hand if you're doing hand. You can't swap around. So my favorite is Ariel Original. I've been struggling to get the Ariel Original powder like a lot. So at the moment I have MAC washing powder. It works fine on the diapers, but my baby's skin is getting a reaction from it on the clothes. So I'm kind of like trying to find my Ariel again, but the MAC works fine for the diapers, and he doesn't get a reaction on his palm, which is odd. Anyway, so washing powder cannot have any stay soft softener or any fragrance. You cannot use baby detergent for diapers. It's not strong enough, and quite frankly, baby detergent is a waste of money. you can just dilute normal detergent and rinse twice if you're scared, okay? So that's basically the washing powder that you can use. If your diapers are getting an ammoniac smell, which happens from time to time, it starts to smell like ammoniac, like a bleach almost, or chlorine. What you can do is just add vinegar to the last rinse cycle, like a cup of vinegar to the washing machine straight up with the last rinse cycle, and make sure you hang it in the sun for like 1 to 2 full days. That seems to help. If that's not helping, then you can do a cycle of just washing with baking soda, and or soaking it even in baking soda and warm water, not hot, just warm is fine. And then rinsing with a soak in vinegar. That helps. There's a lot of stripping methods that you can look up online on Bodekin's website. I don't strip my nappies ever. I just use baking soda and vinegar. That's the only thing that I use to like extra clean it. If there's stains on, I just like rub it a bit with the soap, or just soak it and put it in the sun as long as I can. And honestly, stain is not dirty, so it doesn't really bother me. If it's not out the first time, it will come out the second time, you know? So, last thing, okay, so bum creams we spoke about. So now the question is, what if you have a nappy rash? Or okay, nappy rashes don't happen often with this bum cream, and like with if you have a nicely washed diaper, it doesn't happen often. It can happen, obviously. What you can do then is just wash the baby with like aqua cream or um, coconut oil instead of soap. And then dry the baby, like wash the bum every time you change it and dry it. Like make sure you dry it before you put any lotion or bum cream on. I had a doctor who told me that you can literally take a hair blow dryer, put it on like the light setting, the medium setting, don't burn your baby, and literally blow their bum. That helps a lot. You cannot add maizena or cornstarch or baby powder to these diapers, or like any ointment into these diapers. So what you're going to do then is obviously you can switch to disposable if it's really bad, especially for like yeast rashes and those type of things. If you have to use like a vaginal cream, you can switch over to disposable for the day. Or what you can do, I don't have some because I haven't ordered some for this time around, but you get linen, like a linen saver. What do you call it? Like a disposable thing that you put in. I'll just like link Vatican's below, but anyway, it's this bamboo, almost like a wipe. It feels like a wipe that's dry. You put that, there is a word. You put that in to the nappy, and that catches the poop. And that's another thing if you don't like poop. So you put that in, it catches the poop. You just throw that into the toilet and flush it. It's flushable. So what you can do is put that on when you put like an ointment on or something, so that it doesn't get onto the diaper. What I do want to say about that, it does not stay. There's no stay dry on the bum, so the bum stays wet. So you have to change the diaper very often if you use that. Otherwise, the rash can get worse. So just change often. Then, like often meaning max 2 hours, like max. And then make sure you dry every time. That's really, really helpful. All right, I think I went through all the questions. And that's all the questions that I got. If there's any other thing that you want to know, leave it in the comments. I think this video was a very informative, and the previous one, you can go back to that one as well. But that's my story. That's our cuff diaper journey and our wash cycle. And if you love mom motivation, remember to subscribe. And I guess thanks for growing with us. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.